There's something you need to know right now. This isn't just another video you stumbled upon. This is a message that was meant specifically for you. And once you understand why you're seeing this today, everything will change. You see, across time, there have been moments when divine warnings came to people just like you. Ordinary people living ordinary lives until they received a message that transformed everything. Right now, you're experiencing one of those moments. I've spent years studying ancient texts, discovering patterns and uncovering truths that most people never see. What I found was shocking, a clear pattern of divine intervention that's happening right now in our time. But here's what's truly remarkable. These signs are becoming more urgent, more specific, and they're pointing to something unprecedented. The fact that you're watching this video, it's not random. Think about it. Out of millions of videos you could be watching right now, you're here. That's because there's something you urgently need to understand, a warning that could change the course of your entire life. In the next few minutes, I'm going to share with you 7 critical signs that most people completely miss. These aren't vague prophecies or generic warnings. These are specific, tangible messages that are appearing in our world right now. Messages that, once you understand them, you can never unsee. But I need to be clear about something. After watching this video, you'll have a choice to make. Because once you know what I'm about to show you, you can't go back to ignorance. This knowledge comes with responsibility, and that's why not everyone is ready to receive it. Stay with me, because what I'm about to share isn't just information, it's a divine wake-up call. And by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why you were meant to hear this message today. Every morning, countless people rush through their daily routines, missing subtle whispers of divine guidance woven into ordinary moments. Between rushed coffee breaks and hurried commutes, sacred messages slip past unnoticed, carrying warnings meant to redirect lives before crucial turning points. Most strikingly, these divine signals often appear in patterns of 3, repeated numbers, recurring dreams, or synchronized events that seem too precise to be coincidental. While society dismisses these as mere chance, ancient wisdom speaks of a deeper significance. What looks random on surface level actually forms part of an intricate tapestry of communication between the divine and human consciousness. In sacred texts spanning centuries, prophets and spiritual leaders documented similar patterns of divine intervention. They described moments when heaven reached down to earth through ordinary circumstances, a sudden sense of unease before making a decision, an unexplainable urge to take a different route home, or a persistent thought that won't fade away. These weren't just random feelings, they were sacred warnings. Modern life has numbed many to these spiritual frequencies. Constant noise drowns out divine whispers. Endless distractions blur sacred signs. Yet these messages persist, growing more urgent and frequent with each passing day. Those who remain spiritually attuned report unprecedented levels of divine communication attempting to break through. Right now, as these words reach your ears, similar signs are likely manifesting in your own life. Perhaps you've dismissed them as coincidence or imagination. Maybe you felt that persistent nudge trying to redirect your path, that quiet voice urging you to pay attention. Those weren't random occurrences. They were divine markers pointing toward critical crossroads in your journey. Breaking free from spiritual blindness requires intentional awareness. When divine wisdom attempts to pierce through daily chaos, most people unconsciously resist. They cling to comfortable patterns, even as sacred warnings signal impending change. This resistance carries a devastating cost: missed opportunities for divine intervention, unheeded warnings before critical life moments, and spiritual connections left unopened. Time grows short for ignoring these sacred signals. As global shifts accelerate, divine messages intensify. Those who learn to recognize and respond to these warnings will navigate coming changes with divine guidance. Those who remain spiritually numb risk missing crucial turning points meant to align their lives with divine purpose. Something profound happens when divine truth breaks through spiritual numbness. Like morning sunlight piercing through darkness, reality shifts into crystal clarity. This moment right now marks such an awakening, a sacred alarm bell ringing through consciousness, cutting past distractions, past excuses, past comfortable illusions. Spiritual sleep runs deeper than physical tiredness. It manifests as a fog over perception, dulling awareness of divine presence. People move through life half awake, responding to surface-level stimuli while missing deeper spiritual currents. They react to life's circumstances without recognizing divine orchestration behind seemingly random events. Most concerning, this spiritual numbness spreads like a quiet epidemic. Minds grow increasingly distant from divine frequencies, hearts become callous to spiritual promptings. What started as subtle resistance to divine guidance gradually hardens into complete spiritual disconnection. Each ignored warning, each dismissed sign adds another layer of distance between human consciousness and divine reality. Breaking free requires more than gentle nudges. It demands a spiritual shock to shatter comfortable patterns. That shock often arrives through unexpected circumstances, through moments of divine confrontation that can no longer be ignored or explained away. Sometimes it comes as loss, sometimes as supernatural encounters, sometimes as undeniable divine timing that defies statistical probability. Within this very moment, such a wake-up call echoes, not by coincidence or random chance, but by divine design. Sacred timing aligns with personal readiness, creating perfect conditions for spiritual awakening. Those who respond find themselves suddenly alert to spiritual realities they'd been blind to before. Signs of awakening manifest differently for each person, yet follow similar patterns: increased sensitivity to divine presence, sudden clarity about life purpose, overwhelming awareness of time's shortness, recognition of divine orchestration in past events. These symptoms signal spiritual eyes opening, divine consciousness awakening. Most significantly, this awakening carries urgent purpose. It arrives not merely for personal enlightenment, but as preparation for critical choices ahead. Like being roused from sleep before dawn's breaking, this divine alarm signals approaching daybreak, a new era demanding spiritual alertness and readiness to move in divine timing. Now awakened, previous patterns of spiritual sleep become impossible to maintain. Divine reality breaks through too clearly, sacred purpose shines too brightly. Each moment carries fresh weight of eternal significance. Each choice echoes with divine consequence. Sacred truth acts like a mirror, reflecting back reality without filters or distortions. In this mirror moment, masks fall away, comfortable illusions dissolve. Raw reality emerges with stunning clarity, not just about circumstances, but about deeper spiritual condition. Looking into this divine mirror reveals patterns previously hidden from view, moments of ignored guidance, times of rejected wisdom, seasons of spiritual rebellion masked as independence. Each instance where divine warnings went unheeded now stands in sharp relief, illuminated by truth that can no longer be denied. Most souls instinctively flinch away from such stark revelation. They prefer comfortable shadows to brilliant light, soothing lies to challenging truth. Yet, authentic transformation begins only when reality is faced without flinching. When divine light exposes every hidden corner, every justification, every area of compromise. Deep within human consciousness lies an innate recognition of divine standards. Even those who deny sacred truth feel its weight. That internal compass, though often ignored, never stops pointing toward true north. Now, as divine light intensifies, that compass swings with increasing urgency, demanding attention. Accountability carries both weight and freedom. Wait because truth demands response. Once seen, it cannot be unseen. Freedom because facing reality opens doors to authentic change. No more hiding. No more pretending. No more running from divine purpose. Just raw honesty before sacred truth. Knowledge brings responsibility. Ancient wisdom teaches that increased revelation requires increased response. Those who receive divine warning bear greater accountability than those who remain in darkness. Each sacred truth encountered becomes either stepping stone toward transformation or stumbling block of resistance. Within this mirror moment, divine grace meets human choice. Mercy extends opportunity for course correction. Wisdom offers guidance for new directions. Love provides strength for necessary changes. Yet these gifts must be actively embraced. Divine provision awaits human participation. Personal responsibility cannot be delegated or delayed. Others may offer guidance, share wisdom, extend support, but ultimately, each soul stands alone before divine truth. Each heart must choose its response to sacred revelation. Each mind must decide between continued resistance or humble surrender to divine direction. Now illuminated by divine light, previous patterns of self-deception become impossible to maintain. Truth shines too brightly, reality reflects too clearly. Every choice, every action, every moment carries fresh weight of eternal significance. Sacred moments arrive where paths diverge, where decisions carry eternal weight. Right now marks such a crossroads, a divine intersection where choice shapes destiny. Not through dramatic circumstance, but through quiet, personal response to sacred truth. Time itself seems to pause at these crossroads moments. Past patterns stretch behind like footprints in sand, while future possibilities branch ahead like paths through morning mist. Here, in this suspended moment, each soul faces ultimate questions of direction and destiny. Most critically, these divine crossroads expose illusions about time itself. Tomorrow holds no guarantees. Next week offers no certainty. Future moments to make different choices may never arrive. Eternal destiny often hinges not on dramatic decisions, but on simple responses to divine promptings in ordinary moments. Within sacred writings, countless souls face similar crossroads. Some chose well, aligning with divine purpose despite personal cost. Others turned away, clinging to comfortable patterns despite divine warning. Their stories echo through centuries, teaching vital truths about choice and consequence. Ancient wisdom speaks of narrow gates and broad paths, one leading to life, another to destruction. These aren't physical routes, but spiritual trajectories, set in motion by seemingly small choices at critical moments. Each decision either aligns with divine purpose or drifts further from sacred destiny. Pain often accompanies authentic choice. Breaking old patterns hurts, leaving comfortable circles costs. Following divine guidance frequently means walking alone, at least for seasons. Yet this temporary discomfort pales compared to eternal consequences of ignoring sacred direction. Choice carries power beyond present circumstances. Like ripples spreading from dropped stones, decisions at divine crossroads impact far beyond immediate moments. They affect not just personal destiny, but influence countless others, some not yet born, some not yet encountered. Future generations will live with consequences of choices made at these crossroads. Those who choose wisely become bridges, helping others cross from darkness to light. Those who turn away become warnings, their stories teaching others about costs of ignored divine guidance. Between these eternal paths, no middle ground exists, no neutral zone where souls can hide from choice. Each heart must decide, move forward with divine purpose or drift backward into spiritual numbness. Step towards sacred destiny or retreat into comfortable shadows. Sacred warnings carry different weights in different seasons. Right now, divine urgency intensifies like never before. Ancient texts spoke of times when heaven's messages would increase in frequency and clarity, times when spiritual alertness would become crucial for survival. Signs of this urgency appear everywhere for those with eyes to see. Natural systems show unprecedented patterns. Social structures experience mounting pressure. Spiritual awareness awakens even in unlikely places. What previous generations glimpsed dimly now comes into sharp focus. Most significantly, this divine urgency transcends religious boundaries and cultural divisions. It speaks to something deeper than human traditions or theological systems. Something primal stirs in human consciousness, an awareness that current patterns cannot continue, that change looms on history's horizon. Within sacred histories, similar seasons of divine urgency preceded major shifts in human experience. Before floodwaters rose, warnings increased. Before kingdoms fell, messages intensified. Before new eras dawned, heaven spoke with growing clarity. Each time, some recognized divine timing, while others slept through crucial moments. Global shifts accelerate at unprecedented rates. Technologies reshape human experience. Social structures transform overnight. Yet beneath these visible changes, spiritual currents run deeper and stronger. Divine wisdom calls for preparation, not through external actions, but through internal awakening. Spiritual numbness in this season carries exceptional risk. Those who ignore divine urgency now may find themselves utterly unprepared for approaching changes. Like foolish virgins who slept while their lamps ran dry, many risk missing crucial moments of divine visitation. Evidence of spiritual awakening spreads globally. Dreams and visions increase. Supernatural encounters multiply. Divine connections form across unlikely boundaries. These aren't random phenomena, but coordinated movements of sacred purpose, preparing hearts for approaching shifts. Priority must shift from temporal concerns to eternal significance. Material success offers no security in seasons of divine shaking. Religious tradition provides no safety apart from authentic spiritual connection. Only genuine alignment with divine purpose ensures stable footing as foundations shift. Time compresses in seasons of divine urgency. Windows of opportunity open briefly, then close permanently. Moments for response arrive suddenly, then pass swiftly. What could be postponed in previous seasons now demands immediate attention. Practical steps emerge when divine light illuminates paths ahead. Moving forward requires more than good intentions or temporary enthusiasm. Sacred progress demands consistent choices aligned with eternal purpose, daily decisions flowing from divine wisdom. Breaking old patterns starts with simple yet profound shifts. Quiet moments before dawn become sacred appointments. Random thoughts transform into prayer conversations. Ordinary circumstances reveal divine messages. Each small adjustment creates space for deeper spiritual awareness. Most powerful transformations begin almost invisibly. Like seeds sprouting beneath soil, initial changes often go unnoticed by others. Yet within these hidden moments, divine connection grows stronger. Spiritual muscles develop through consistent exercise. Sacred sensitivity increases through regular practice. Building authentic connection with divine presence happens through deliberate focus. Morning stillness becomes more valuable than extra sleep. Quiet reflection replaces mindless entertainment. Sacred texts transform from duty into delight. Prayer shifts from monologue to dialogue as spiritual ears are tuned to divine frequencies. Wisdom teachings across centuries point towards similar practices. Stillness before sacred presence, meditation on eternal truth, regular self-examination, practical application of divine principles. These aren't complicated formulas, but simple habits that align hearts with heaven's frequencies. Growth accelerates through divine grace rather than human effort. Striving gives way to surrendering. Performing yields to participating. Religious activity transforms into spiritual reality. Each step forward flows not from duty, but from deepening relationship with divine presence. Sacred progress often feels counterintuitive to human logic. Strength comes through acknowledged weakness. Wisdom grows through admitted ignorance. Freedom emerges through submitted will. Victory arrives through apparent surrender. These paradoxes mark authentic spiritual advancement. Old companions may fall away as new paths unfold. Previous pursuits may lose appeal as divine purpose beckons. Comfortable circles might constrict as sacred calling expands. Yet each loss opens space for deeper fulfillment. Each ending creates room for new beginnings. Forward movement requires both courage and humility. Courage to step into unknown territories guided by divine wisdom. Humility to acknowledge past mistakes and embrace new directions. Together, these qualities create momentum toward authentic spiritual maturity. Clear signs mark this sacred path forward: increased peace despite external chaos, growing clarity about divine purpose, deepening compassion toward others, rising awareness of eternal significance in ordinary moments. These markers confirm progress toward genuine spiritual development. Sacred moments crystallize into ultimate decisions. Beyond intellectual agreement or emotional response lies a deeper level of choice, one that shapes eternal destiny. Right now presents such a moment where divine truth demands more than passive acknowledgement. Countless lives bear witness to transformation's reality. Broken patterns suddenly changed, addictive cycles finally broken, spiritual blindness dramatically healed. Not through human effort alone, but through surrender to divine intervention at crucial moments of choice. Most profoundly, these transformations transcend surface-level changes. Deep within human hearts, fundamental shifts occur. Previous pursuits lose their grip, former pleasures fade in significance. New desires emerge, aligned with divine purpose rather than temporary satisfaction. Evidence of authentic change manifests in practical ways. Relationships heal, priorities shift, peace replaces anxiety, joy supersedes temporary happiness. What once seemed impossible becomes daily reality through divine empowerment. Not perfect performance, but persistent progress towards sacred purpose. Power for transformation flows from divine presence rather than human determination. Like electricity flowing through connected circuits, spiritual strength surges through surrendered lives. Each choice to align with divine purpose opens new channels for sacred power to flow. Immediate action carries special power in moments of divine conviction. Delayed response dulls spiritual sensitivity. Postponed decisions decrease likelihood of future change. Now, while truth speaks clearly and divine presence moves strongly, wisdom calls for decisive response. Life stories pivot on such moments of ultimate choice. Some look back with gratitude at decisions made in similar sacred intersections. Others carry regret over opportunities missed, divine invitations declined. Today adds another chapter to each personal story, one of acceptance or rejection of divine direction. Fresh start awaits those who choose alignment with divine purpose, not based on past performance or present worthiness, but on sacred grace that transforms surrendered lives. Previous failures need not determine future destiny. Divine power stands ready to empower new beginnings. Choice stands clear. Continue in comfortable patterns or step into divine purpose. Maintain status quo or embrace sacred transformation. Drift with cultural currents or align with eternal significance. Each heart must decide, each soul must choose. Sacred warnings echo through time for those ready to hear. Through every word shared today, divine wisdom has been reaching out, offering guidance before crucial moments unfold. Each point revealed carries eternal significance, from hidden messages woven through daily life to urgent divine timing in this specific season. Looking back across what's been revealed, patterns emerge with stunning clarity. Those subtle signs previously dismissed as coincidence now shine with divine purpose. Those persistent thoughts once ignored now carry clear sacred meaning. Those uncomfortable stirrings in quiet moments now speak with unmistakable divine authority. Spiritual numbness can no longer serve as excuse. Truth has been presented too clearly, reality exposed too starkly. Each soul watching now stands at a divine crossroads, where eternal destiny hangs on seemingly simple choices. Not dramatic decisions visible to others, but quiet responses to sacred promptings that shape spiritual trajectory. Within these crucial moments, divine mercy extends extraordinary opportunity. Like a spiritual snooze button, sacred patience has allowed multiple chances for awakening. Yet wisdom warns against presuming upon such patience. Windows of opportunity eventually close. Seasons of invitation ultimately end. Time itself moves relentlessly toward appointed conclusions. Most urgently, current global circumstances point toward unprecedented spiritual significance. Ancient texts describe seasons when heaven's messages would intensify, when divine warnings would carry special weight. All evidence suggests we've entered such times. Shifts accelerate. Changes multiply. Foundations shake. In such seasons, spiritual alertness becomes crucial for survival. Divine purpose extends beyond merely warning. It aims toward transformation. Not surface-level changes or temporary improvements, but fundamental reshaping of human hearts. Such transformation brings both challenge and promise. Challenge because genuine change demands dying to old patterns. Promise because divine power stands ready to empower new beginnings. Sacred choice now faces each viewer. What will be done with truth revealed? How will divine warning be handled? Which path will be chosen at this spiritual crossroads? These questions demand more than intellectual agreement or emotional response. They require decisive action aligned with eternal purpose. Some watching right now feel divine stirring deep within. Sacred truth resonates with unexpected power. Spiritual eyes open to previously unseen reality. For such souls, this message arrives as divine appointment rather than random encounter. Heaven itself has orchestrated this moment of connection. Others might feel resistance rising, excuses forming, postponement tempting. Yet wisdom warns against hardening hearts when divine truth speaks clearly. Each dismissed warning increases spiritual numbness. Each ignored invitation risks missing crucial divine timing. Each postponed decision decreases likelihood of future response. Path forward stands clear for those choosing divine alignment. Not complicated formulas, but simple steps of obedience. Not religious performance, but genuine relationship. Not human effort alone, but partnership with divine power. Each step guided by sacred wisdom, empowered by heaven's strength. If these words have stirred something deep within your spirit, know that's not coincidence, it's divine appointment. Sacred timing has aligned to bring eternal truth into focus at this specific moment. Now comes time for response, for decision, for action aligned with divine purpose. Before this message ends, take a moment to mark its significance. Don't let this become just another video watched and forgotten. Let this be a divine milestone, a turning point, a moment when eternal destiny shifted through simple choice to embrace sacred truth. If this message has impacted you, spread its influence. Hit that like button to help others find this divine warning. Subscribe to ensure you don't miss future messages of eternal significance. Share with those you care about. You might be a divine instrument helping others find crucial spiritual guidance. Most importantly, act now on truth revealed. Don't let this sacred moment pass without response. Divine wisdom has been shared. Eternal truth has been exposed. Now comes time for decisive action aligned with heaven's purpose. Future generations will live with consequences of choices made in these crucial moments. Remember, this wasn't random encounter but divine appointment. Sacred timing arranged this connection. Eternal purpose orchestrated this moment. Now wisdom calls for response worthy of such divine intervention. May divine grace guide your path forward. May sacred wisdom illuminate your decisions. May eternal purpose shape your destiny as you step into alignment with heaven's design.